Fuck, I can't watch this. I squeeze my eyes shut, unable to bear the sight of Randal's corpse. But Christopher's startled grunt snags my attention. Because Boo has just entered. I don't know where she came from, but she's viciously scratching at Christopher. The assassin fumbles his knife, violently struggling as she pulls his hair and scratches at his eyes. Randal scoops up the weapon and scrambles towards Daisuke. However, Patchy grabs Randal by the neck.
You bitch!
Randal sticks his other foot hard into her face, beating himself free. Yeah, that's my boy. That's my fucking boy. Fucking get him! Before she can regain her senses, a pile of uneven strands of reptile fall to Daisuke's feet as Randal helps him up. Clutching the knife, the ginger runt starts at me, but the snakes around my head tightens threateningly, rattling as Randal approaches. Slits a fix ahead, it keeps him at bay. Christopher finally gets a hold of Boo. Before she can defend herself, he slams her to the ground. An unholy roar explodes out of Daisuke. Ignoring his countless snake bites, bruises, and cuts, he barrels towards his daughter's aggressor. Okay, this is a very stupid idea. But I do need to fucking get in the game. Okay, this is gonna fucking suck. Oh god, this is gonna fucking suck. Fuck! Retracting my tongue as far back into my mouth as I can, I bare my teeth against the snaky gag and bite down hard as if the reptile were a scaly donut. Putrid black-blooded flesh fills in my mouth. But although the coil loosens, the animal is very much alive. Baring its fangs, it darts at me, pissed, ready to gouge out my eyes with its fangs. Before I can suffer my serpentine lobotomy, Randal spears it through the back of its head with his knife. Seconds later, I'm free. Letting out bily blood, I haphazardly point at Jason. Randal, fucking go help him! I'm getting Daisuke, you fucking go help him! Even without a sword, Daisuke is one mean SOB. Fueled by adrenaline and a cutthroat paternal instinct, he's keeping his much larger adversary at bay. He's shielding Boo with one hand and fending off Christopher with the other. Good, because that means distracted by Daisuke, Christopher doesn't notice me or my friend Mr. Fist as I shove this son of a bitch down his throat. Christopher hits the wall, unconscious. Before I can celebrate, a hissy screech explodes from behind me.
Theo, behind you!
Too late. Before I know it, a chunk of flesh is missing from my leg. Yelping out, I stumble to the floor. A snake coils up Patchy's leg and drops the meat onto her hand.
You still have not told me where to find her, sinner.
She snarls, her hand clenched around as my leg patty juices down her arm. Daisuke throws a kick at her, but she swiftly ducks underneath him and trips him. Before he knows it, she's diving at him, ready to sink her venomous fang-like teeth into his throat. But the only thing they sink into are Boo's fists. That's my girl, that's my fucking girl. As Patchy rides on the ground in pain, Daisuke pulls me up.
Let's go.
Helping Jason move whilst dodging the snake springing up at him, Randal desperately groans.
Hey man, move your ass. We need to get the fuck out of here.
As we pass Christopher, Daisuke makes a move towards him, but I hold the dumbass back. This is not the fucking time! Get us out of here!
Hey guys, we're from Daybreak Embrace. I'm James.
This is Gian, and you're listening to
SOB.
All right, let's go. Up the ladder, come on.
We've been running through the labyrinth of dark tunnels for well over an hour. But no sign of Christopher or Mia's homicidal twin. So, I think we're good.
Shit, that big fuck, he's got Hazel, man. He's got Hazel.
I know. We need to get to Winston, ASAP.
How though? Bryce is sealed. Trains ain't running, not for a couple days.
You come up with something then.
Look, there's no rush. Hazel's gonna be fine.
How could you possibly know that?
Think about it, D. He wanted to drag Boo off to Winston, right? To do whatever he wanted in front of Hazel, right? But since he failed at that, he's gonna wait.
Maybe. Until he gets either of us.
Randal says, gesturing at himself and Boo. But something in Boo's demeanor catches his eye.
Yo, Boo, dude. You okay, man?
Boo shakes her head. Randal stares at the droopy eyes behind Boo's costume.
Yo, D, man, is there something wrong with her?
Daisuke moves to lift the bedsheet. She struggles, but he calms her with a smile.
1 second, baby. I just want to check your temperature.
He puts a hand to her forehead and frowns.
She feels weird.
Don't worry about her temperature. She's probably just hot because she's been running. But Daisuke takes his hand off her, looking worried.
But she's cold.
Cold? What's that mean?
Fuck. I'm no fucking doctor. Daisuke looks at her kindly.
How are you feeling?
Though she puts on a brave face, he doesn't buy it.
Hey, look, I don't mean to sound like a douche here or anything, but, can we do this upstairs? Christopher and Patchy could be here like any minute.
He's right, D. Daisuke puts the bed sheet back over her.
After you.
Jason climbs up the ladder, pushes the heavy metal disc off the ceiling, and disappears onto the street. Jason! Yo, Jason! I'm calling out to him. Looking up, I can see Bryce's dark stone ceiling. Jason! Yo, Jason! But why isn't he responding? Fuck, I'm going up there.
Right behind you.
Though I know I am in Bryce, the din that hits me the instant I surface makes me think like I've just entered hell. Shouting, gunfire, blood-curdling shrieks everywhere, man. What the fuck is going on?
Let's go! Get out! Everyone, we need to move now!
Jason yells, grabbing me by the scruff and yanking me out.
We need to go now!
Holy shit! Bryce looks like a bloody war zone. People are screaming, racing for any sort of shelter, but most of the shanty-like buildings lie in smoldering heaps. The streets are stained a blood red. The ground is literally quivering with panic. All I see, all I feel, all I hear is sheer fucking chaos.
What the fuck is going on, man?
Fuck, man, I got no clue. I respond breathlessly, staring at the carnage-raped city, but all I can make out is fire, rubble, and blood.
What the hell?
Daisuke gapes, pulling Boo out, but nobody has anything to add to that statement. The horrors just left us dumbstruck.
We need to get back to the cave.
Nah, I don't think we're gonna make that, guys. Oh, shit. The gym. What about the gym?
Fuck, that's just as far. Man, we could come up with a better plan if we just knew what the fuck is going on. All of us just stick together as a stampede of fear-stricken people race past us. I find myself crumpled onto the street in pain. I don't know what slammed into me, but as I lift my gaze from the tarmac, I see an old man sprinting towards me. Frenzied eyes locked on me, teeth stared at me. You've seen this before at the fucking rail. This is happening again. I try to get to my feet, but the zombie floors me inches from my neck. Daisuke's boot meets his mouth, shattering his jaw. The impact sends him rolling back, but although his teeth are hanging by the sinews of his gums, he still keeps coming at me. This time, I'm ready. I spring to my feet because this time I'm gonna be ready. But a sudden bang leaves that redundant. As the zombie's truncated corpse sinks to his knees, I find myself staring down a smoking barrel, with Maven Hughes at the trigger.
Are you bitten?
He maintains a shotgun on me. No.
Anyone else bitten?
Everyone else shakes their head, more to avoid Hughes' intense glare than anything else.
Come on, it's not safe out here.
Hey, this is Mike from Letters from the Fire, and you are listening to SOB. Check it out.
Do you know what's going on?
Daisuke asks as we frantically follow, but Hughes ignores him, eyes hovering wildly over everybody we pass or near. Keeping close, we barrage our way through the crowd. Fuck, man, I've got no idea where we're headed, or where we're going, or what the fuck is going on. But what puzzles me more right now is, why are you helping us?
Down.
Hughes barks something at me, raising his shotgun. Although I'm too confused to react, Randal grabs me by the tail end of my mohawk and yanks me down, just in time. As Hughes' shotgun explodes another shell inches above my head. The cool crimson spray confirms what the hair-raising scream suggests.
I haven't saved anybody yet, so move.
As Hughes pants, reloading his shotgun, Daisuke pulls Randal and Boo along.
Where are we going?
Bryce Hospital. It's the closest safe zone.
Safe for what? The hell is going on here, man?
Jason helps me up, but freezes when he sees it. The zombie isn't the closest, but its eyes are locked onto me. Its teeth are bared at me. It's sprinting full speed at me, but the only thing is I recognize the poor fucker running on a broken foot. Guys, that's fucking shock. I instinctively scramble to intercept him, but Jason's quicker, angrier. Before the dead man can reach my brother, Jake cracks a thunderous leg kick, sending the limping corpse somersaulting into the wall. His other leg bent sideways. But Jacques is still foaming at the mouth, still crawling at us. Daisuke pulls a bewildered Jason back.
Forget him. Let's go.
After climbing up Bryce Hospital's entrance staircase countless times, I'd have thought that I could recognize this place in any condition. Fuck, man, boy, was I wrong. The beige sandstone steps are glistening crimson. Every inch is gushing gore, and with each second that Hughes and 5 of us climb it, more flows down. Hughes curses, pumping out a smoldering cartridge as another zombie falls to its wrath. I don't know if anyone except Hughes has accepted our fellow Bryken's conversion to the undead, but at this point, I don't think anybody cares. It's apparent that the things trying to attack us want to do more than nibble our earlobes, so the decision to give them a buckshot-coated piss-off seems pretty fucking unanimous. Careful not to slip, we scramble up the scarlet slick staircase. You can hear people screaming behind us, and even though most of them are crying out for help, begging us to come back, we leave them to the undead's sickly delight. Because we don't have a fucking choice, man. We don't have the firepower, numbers, or fucking straight up the balls to save them. So there's no point trying and wasting our lives while we're at it. The instant we get to the top of the staircase, Hughes punches the hospital's heavy-set door.
Jayoon, I've got him. Open the door.
No one's responding.
Jayoon!
No one's opening the door. Hughes,
Jayoon!
over there! I cry out, pointing at 3 zombies who just found us.
Fuck, last 2 shells.
They fucking shoot 2 of them!
Randal hysterically yells, beating on the door for someone to open it. Fuck, man, if Hughes can kill 2 of the 3, some of us still have a chance of surviving this unscathed. Hughes curses, eyes going wide as the 3 cannibalistic, blood-crazed corpses sprint to within feet of us.
God damn it jammed.
Are you shitting me?
Screw this.
Daisuke yanks the shotgun out of Hughes' hand and smashes its wooden butt into the zombie's temple, caving its skull in. But before he can regain his balance, the other 2 swarm on him, dragging him to the ground, their teeth inches away from his throat. Randal screams, running towards him, but I hold him back.
Fucking let me go, T!
But I don't let go. Grabbing Randal by the scruff, I yank him aside, allowing the 2 gunmen who've just walked out of the open door a clear shot. A loud burst of gunfire follows. Before Daisuke knows it, he's lying underneath the best kind of zombie. Headless. Gasping, he pats himself down, helter-skelter. Although he's covered in blood, thankfully, none of it is his. Park lowers his gun and frantically beckons us to hurry the fuck up. And he's not getting any arguments from me. Jason and I yank Daisuke out from underneath the carcasses while Randal gets Boo inside. And the door slam closed. Lock slide in place. Furniture bars it shut. And we're sealed off from the bloody madness. However, as I gaze down the second gunman's barrel, I question our sense of refuge.
What the fuck do you think you're doing, Carlson?
Carlson's finger anxiously hovers a little too close to the trigger, but Hughes glares at him, annoyed.
Was anyone bitten?
You think I'd bring in a
Easy.
rotter?
We need to check them.
But we don't need to make them shit themselves in the process. Put that away.
If any of you try something.
They won't. Hey kids, we need to check if any of you have been bitten.
Just, what the fuck is going on? Just, those look like...
Jason looks at Park, then turns to me, wide-eyed.
Fuck!
I don't know what to call them, but there's no helping the ones who've turned. Or those who've been bitten. That's how you turn. So, we're going to need to check you guys for bites.
Randal gulps. eyeing Carlson's gun.
And what? And what if one of us is bitten, man?
There's a long silence that's enough to answer his question.
Lift your pants.
Carlson walks
lift
over to
your
Randal and
pants.
starts patting him down, rigorously checking him for bites.
Well, while you're down there, I've got an itch to the left.
The weasel laughs, uneasily earning a wink from his dad. A few minutes of baggage handling later, Boo, Daisuke, and I are the only ones left. Carlson pats me down, but I wince painfully when he reaches the back of my leg.
Lift your pants.
Yo, that's
your
Carlson
pants.
growls, stumbling back to reach for his gun.
I said lift your pants.
Once again caught in his crosshairs, I slowly peeled the cloth off my leg, revealing the snake bite.
Park, you've been bitten.
No, it's just a
Carlson.
snake bite.
Don't lie. You're infected.
Carlson!
Park snaps, digressing from Boo's examination. He walks over to my leg, examines it in silence, as his fidgety partner shoulders his weapon.
Doesn't look like human teeth marks. Snake bite, you say?
Yeah, Daisuke and I both got
They're
bit.
lying. We need to...
Carlson! They're just kids, damn it!
Eh? And what happens when they turn? They'll be just as deadly then.
If they turn. And frankly, I don't think they will. Those wounds don't look like human bites.
Park and Carlson stare at Daisuke, who reveals where Patchy's live restraints sunk themselves in. But they're only snakes, we promise. As Carlson glares at him, Park looks at our bites.
The snakes weren't venomous, were they, son?
Don't think so.
Oh, no, sir. They were the same ones you find in Hisengord's?
This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Are you serious? There are over 30 people in this building. Do you want to risk everybody in here over these two shits?
Look, why don't you quarantine them? Lock them in a room for a couple hours. If they don't turn, we can let them out.
That shut him up. Carlson finds it hard to argue with that, so he just keeps his mouth shut. Park glances at us.
You two okay with that?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, considering the alternative is sending us back outside. Yeah, I think I'm okay with it.
Then it's settled. Gentlemen, if you'll follow me.
As Park motions for the two of us to follow him, Daisuke waves at a worried-looking Randal.
Hang on. You forgot her.
Everybody turns around, find him holding Boo's wrist. That's the same hand she punched Patchy with.
What about her?
Carlson points at the cuts on her knuckles.
She's bitten.
Hey, fuck you, man. She's fine.
Carlson grabs Boo by the arm, but Daisuke glowers, clawing Carlson's hand off.
Then there shouldn't be a problem with her waiting in quarantine with you two.
Come on, cutie. Let's go draw on some walls.
Wait, that fucking reminds me. Fucking Yomi, Professor Park, my brother was here before everything went. My brother was hospitalized.
Yomi's fine.
Fuck. Really? A tired, drained smile plays on Park's lips.
He woke up a couple of hours after we sealed the hospital off.
Oh, thanks.
I'll tell him you made it here, too.
Thanks. I sigh relieved. But just before the four of us can disappear down the East Wing corridor,
Boo!
everybody jolts to see Daisuke trying to keep Boo from falling. She's squealing painfully, but she can't seem to move her lower body. No, it's cool, I got her. Randal races over to us, looking at her drooping eyes.
What's wrong with them? Ooh.
Ah, shit. She's turning. It always starts with the legs.
Shut up.
She's probably just in shock.
Oh, fuck off. Anyone can see she's not normal.
Oh, bad fucking move. You should not have fucking said that. Before I know it, Jason and Hughes are having to physically hold Randal back as a plethora of swears gush forth from his mouth.
Fuck you!
Say that again.
Daisuke challenges, eyes flashing as viciously as anything he might have faced today.
Come on, let's get her to bed.
Park breaks it up, motioning for Carlson to fuck off. We walk in silence through the dark corridor, trekking over the rubbish and broken furniture-strewn floor. The silence in the hospital seems to amplify the hellish sounds spilling in from outside. Hey, why is it so messy in here?
Everything happened so fast. Housekeeping wasn't really one of the main priorities.
Yeah, guess not. But, why is everything so dark right now?
We're trying to keep the light down. Lay low as best we can. We don't want to attract any of them.
Yeah, that's a good point. How'd you guys set up the safe zone anyway? I mean, it's not like anybody was expecting an attack.
Well, these things aren't exactly new.
What?
We didn't know anything about the rotters, but a couple of months ago, Dr. Zhivago found a couple of corpses frozen solid. They probably got caught up in powder wave. Anyway, he brought them over here and let them thaw.
Why would he do that?
To experiment on. Heaven knows it's hard to come by corpses to do research on, and when those ones turned up completely preserved in ice...
Oh god, let me guess. They thawed out, bit people, and this happened.
If there were more topless teens running around, this would make a great piece of shiterature.
No, we had them destroyed. But before that, Dr. Zhivago did an autopsy on them. He found that their teeth secreted a highly toxic poison. Once it enters the bloodstream, it spreads to the brain.
If those corpses contained something like that, Dr. Zhivago should have destroyed them and all traces of the poison.
He did.
Well, he didn't do a very good job of it. Still, was there anybody else with access to the poison?
Sure. Although the poison was a secret, Bryce Hospital isn't exactly like the Octagon's walls. Anybody in Bryce could have snuck in here and siphoned off a couple of drops. And I guarantee you that there were thousands here with motives much more compelling than scientific curiosity. So keep it quiet, alright?
You said Dr. Zhivago's had a chance to research with the poison. Has he found a cure?
I asked Dr. Zhivago the same thing, but he said no. This venom's completely unprecedented. It doesn't just accelerate body decomposition. It also destroys a very specific part of the brain. There's no coming back from that. Whoever they used to be is gone.
As the sheer empty horror of those words seep in, I glance at Daisuke. Look, the boo's fine. Fuck, she wasn't bitten, was she? But as I try to sound reassuring, he looks anxiously at his half-conscious daughter.
I didn't let any of them get near her, but...
It's shock! Come on, man. Fucking, you're gonna tell me a bloody zombie apocalypse isn't a lot to handle?
I guess. How widespread is this epidemic?
We're not sure, but since all of Bryce was sealed at the start of Bronson's baddest, we're thinking the infection is contained inside the mountain.
Trying to keep his mind from squatting over the irrational, Daisuke looks at Park.
I doubt if anybody in the outside world even knows what's happened here. And since the train tracks have been sealed from the outside, we're stuck in Bryce.
Though he sounds calm, I can sense the anxiety behind the cool.
Speaking of Bronson's baddest, I wanted to talk to you about something.
He motions for us into a small room labeled Psychiatric Ward C, Extreme Cases.
In here.
I guess that explains the cast iron bars crisscrossed into the door's heavy metal frame. Cozy. I walk into the dark little room as Daisuke and I lay Boo down on the only piece of furniture, some thin, dirty, grimy mattress.
Theo, I've brought you so far away from the others because they can't find out who you are. Because everybody here can think of over 350 million reasons to bully you into giving them your winnings.
I completely forgot about that, but how am I gonna claim the money?
Don't worry about that. I made sure the 350 million is wired off to a Winston bank.
See, Daisuke, you beautiful bastard.
Anyway, Maven risked his life to get you here. He walked into the thick of the carnage to find you.
Why?
He wants Dwight on yellow. And Theo's his only way to...
What do you mean, sir? I appreciate everything, but I'm not going to be part of some crazy assassination plan. You know about Yomi's condition. I need to...
Don't worry. He just wants information. Anything you could tell him about Agnello would help. We're at a dead end right now.
I thought Hughes used to be some sort of high-ranking police officer. He's got to have some sort of old cop buddies willing to help him out.
If it were anybody else. Not only is every police officer on Agnello's payroll, the damn regents are protecting him too. That bastard's completely untouchable.
I don't know much.
Don't worry. Maven will value anything you can tell us. Heaven knows we don't have a solid piece of intel on that bastard. I'm sorry for what the two of us have put you through. But Hughes risked his life to save you and your friends, even if it was for his own reasons.
Thank him for me, sir. I've got enough enemies, man. I don't need any more. So we're safe in the hospital?
We're barricaded in here pretty well.
But you don't think it's safe?
In a situation like this, despite the hungry clawing at our doors, I don't think the biggest threat is locked outside.
What makes you say that?
Everybody's on edge, desperate, scared. That, plus the fact that food and water are running out.
You make it sound as if we're safer outside. I laugh uneasily, but stop when I see the look on Park's face. He mutters something, but shakes his head, deciding it's better to keep it to himself.
Just remember, you two. Be careful, even in here. If someone instigates a fight, back off. If someone asks you to help out, obey. Don't make waves. Got it?
Yeah. Shedding his surreptitious tone, he hands us a roll of bandages and a bottle of some strong-smelling liquid.
Here, disinfect your bites with that and wrap them up properly. Oh, also.
He points at a long razor and points to my streaked mohawk. You know what? Shame. It was growing on me.
It definitely suited you.
I'll be back in a couple hours after this quarantine is over.
Park rummages in his pocket, then hands Boo a pinkberry lollipop.
Don't tell the others I stole this.
He winks, then leaves and locks the door.
Try to get some rest, boys.
Daisuke grabs the bottle of disinfectant and screws the top off. He grimaces as the pungent stench creeps up his nose.
He really saved our ass.
Yeah, well, he has reasons.
As long as he doesn't have one against you, why complain?
Scowling at the other 4 snake bites he has to attend to, he looks at me.
Hey, Theo?
Yeah, dude?
You think Patchy's venom could have caused all this? Turning people to rotters?
Fuck, man, I'm sure of it.
But why would Patchy infect Bryce? I mean, you said she's only after Mia, right? So why blanket bomb the whole city when she knows Mia's not here?
I don't think she caused this.
No?
No, like, I know she can create rotters, but she can't control them. I don't think she'd risk spreading the infection here, especially when she knows Bryce has been sealed up. You know, the Park said Zhivago found some rotters? I bet anything they got caught up in Powder Wave following Mia and me from the Grail Rail crash site.
You didn't tell me you saw them at the crash.
Well, would you have believed me?
Fair enough.
He shrugs, wrapping up his last bite and tossing me the bandage. Ah! Not good. I cringe as the pungent disinfectant sears into my chewed up calf. Ah! Ah, you're right. This stings like hell.
Do you reckon we should bandage up Boo's hand?
Daisuke looks down at her with concern. I shrug, handing the bandage back to him. Couldn't hurt. Gently, Daisuke lifts the sheet off Boo and... Whoa.
What's with her face?
He's right. She's gone ghostly, pale, with a green tinge pulsating gently at her temples. Look, I know what you're thinking. She's not infected, okay? She didn't get bitten by any zombie.
But Patchy, when Boo punched her off me...
That's barely fucking skin deep. I laugh, pointing at the teeth marks grazing her fist, trying to keep my friend from panicking. Daisuke, she is fine, okay? But he still looks unnerved. Grabbing the bandage, he mutters,
Better to be safe.